Today, I'm here with my personal nail-biting and suspense story that will surely shock you. Sometimes such terrible and unexpected events occur in our life that really affects our life so much that our personalities and hobbies fully destroyed. Meet me, my name is Frank Lucas. I'm 32 years old man. Currently, I'm working as a graphic designer in a well-known company of town. My life fully changed and destroyed when. But before getting into the video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more interesting and engrossing real couple stories. Let's backtrack and revisit year 2020 when I got married to my young and beautiful girl cousin named Alexa. Alexa used to be creative and innovative. She was my good friend since childhood. I even had a strong crush on her in our teenage. Fate was blessed towards me as I got what I wanted to have, but unfortunately sometimes we are totally unaware and not familiar of the next event. We did not know what's going to be happen next. After getting married, we lived in Washington. There were 4 people in our house: me, my mother, my stepbrother, and my mother. To be honest, me and my stepbrother never considered the step relationship between us. In fact, my stepbrother and I was really familiar and friendly to each other. Since childhood, we used to support each other. I was 2 years older than him. He was kinda stubborn, but I always tried to fix his mood swings. Everyone was really impressed from our friendship in spite of being step. Alexa was our mutual friend, but my stepbrother used to keep outside most of the time, so he was not attached to her. Alexa was more close and friendly to me. Soon our friendship turned into love. Alexa used to be my class fellow as well, even we got degree in same year. I still remember the sleepovers with her. Well, we both were physically active before marriage as well. Her charming and alluring looks were really seductive, so I proposed her and soon we got married. Although Alexa was having bachelor's degree in accounting, but she never wanted a job. She hated to do hard work and really did not like the job struggles. Her friends often suggested her to opt for a job, but she loved to stay at home and spending time in home chores. I even never insisted her for a job. Alexa and my stepbrother were not a very good friends, but after our marriage, due to their all-time interaction as we all were living together, I noticed them as a good friend. I first realized their closeness in the last year Valentine's Day. I remember it was Valentine's Day. That was going to be our first Valentine Day after marriage. I really wanted to make her happy and aimed to give her a super surprise, so I decided to arrange a party for her. I was really kinda boring and had no idea of arranging parties and all that, so I asked from one of my childhood friends, who was also a good friend of my stepbrother. I booked a beautiful and vibrant venue with a heart-shaped theme. I ordered red velvet cake and beautiful roses for her. Moreover, I bought a beautiful diamond ring for her, as she was fond of wearing rings. Finally, I took her to the venue without informing her about the party, as I wanted to see her sudden delighted expressions. I exactly remember she was wearing a red Christmas frock with a beautiful heart-shaped earring on her ear. I wondered as she did not seem very excited and thrilled. Well, on reaching our destination, I was shocked to see my stepbrother already present on our booked place. He came towards us and said loudly, "Welcome." I was looking at him with all amazement. On seeing me, my wife and my stepbrother began to laugh loudly and clap together as they were making fun of me. I was literally looking at them. My wife then told me that my stepbrother had already relieved my surprise. To be honest, it was really annoying. I really got irritated from my stepbrother, as he should not spoil our privacy. I did not know when he came to know about my surprise for my wife. Our childhood mutual friend must told him, but he must have some manners. Instead of leaving us, he enjoyed the dinner with us and was ordering food of his choice. When I was about to give Valentine gift to my wife, he extended his hand towards my wife and gave her a teddy bear. Even though my gift was more expensive, but my wife was continuously thanking him for that teddy bear and was praising the softness of that teddy bear. My mood was really ruined on the way to home. I asked my wife why she did like that. She held my left hand and said, "Honey, what's wrong? Are you getting jealous with him?" She then bursted into laughter and calmed me down. On reaching my home, when we were sleeping, I heard an unusual sound coming from outside of our bedroom. I stepped in order to see what's going on outside. I shocked to find my stepbrother wandering outside. When I asked him about what next, he replied that he is looking for an iPhone charger as he got out of battery and his charger has been lost. Well, I gave him a charger and then he came inside the room in order to sleep. It was about 5 a.m. of night. I was sleeping. Meanwhile, I got hungry. I woke up in order to drink water, but was shocked to see my wife was not in the bed. I looked here and there, but found her nowhere. Later, I went outside. I heard some sounds coming from my stepbrother's room. When I went to his room, I got shocked to see my wife with him. My wife's makeup was all ruined. She was sweating. When she really looked at me, she was literally like fish out of water. My stepbrother cunningly began to give me explanation that she came at his room in order to take her charger back. I did not want to do. Well, without considering the matter, I went back to my sleep. But this incident was still popping up in my mind, that when I woke up, I was still thinking about that night. My wife gave me breakfast and literally dizzying. I was looking at her as she seemed so tired. When I asked her what happened, she did not respond to me. My wife's attitude was changing day by day as she seemed not happy with me. I even tried many times to ask her what happened. She replied that she is getting excessive boredom in house. She wanted to get a job. Her decision was all random. Well, I patted on her shoulder and declared her that she can do whatever she wanted to do. Next morning, I saw my wife preparing herself in order to go for a job. She was wearing a blue dress and looking adorable. She had not even prepared breakfast for me that day. Even I asked her, "Should I drop you?" She said that she had to go along for her friend. Well, when I went to office, I was waiting for my wife text, but she did not do any message. On reaching to the home, my wife was already at the house and was eating dinner. She had not eaten dinner without me since we got married. She seemed really tired and exhausted. She had not even changed her dress as she mostly do sleep in comfortable sleeping dress. We had not talked that night even though I did not know about her first job at her workplace and her job's nature. That day my stepbrother was also came home later than usual. When he reached, he was totally drunk. He was not even able to stand properly. I tried to wake up my wife, but she was so immersed in sleep that she did not listen to me. The next morning, my wife was again hurriedly preparing for her job. When I asked her about her first day at job, she manipulated and said it was good, but my boss is very strict. She further said, "Sorry, I am getting late, I have to leave." When I asked her to drop her, she said, "You'll take more time in getting ready, so I'll go with your brother." I agreed on her idea. I remember my stepbrother was all ready that time, however, he used to get up late. My wife's attitude was changing day by day. She began to show lack of interest and attention towards me. She even stopped giving me breakfast. She was engaged in her work most of the time. I really did not was familiar with her work's nature. She remained outside most of the time. Our physical relationship was not good as she had no time for me. Even when I tried to cuddle her, she pushed me back most of the times. I knew her since childhood. I did not know what happened to her. I asked her so many times the reason for her careless attitude towards me, but she did not listen to me. I wanted to know about her sudden personality change, but she never considered my concern for her. I had never seen her before like this. I was getting disappointed day by day by her attitude. It seemed like I was losing my world. I did all my possible efforts but could not be able to fix her mood. Her birthday was just on the way. I wanted to make her happy and satisfied, so I decided to buy a fluffy teddy bear for her as she loved that teddy bear gifted by my stepbrother. I even asked my stepbrother from where he got that teddy bear. He perplexed me and said that he did not exactly remember. I even ordered a teddy bear themed cake for her as well. I invited her close friends on her birthday party as well. Well, she reached at the birthday party. She seemed highly annoyed. I was expecting her to be happy, but her reaction was totally creepy. She yelled on me and said that am I a kid? Seriously, are you making fun of me? After hearing this all, she left the party angrily. Everyone in the party seemed whispering and judging. That day I got tremendous disappointment as she really made fun of me in front of everyone. She knew me since childhood. I did not know why she was adopting this strange attitude with me. On the same night when I quickly reached the home, I angrily asked my wife, "What the hell you've done at party?" Meanwhile, I was shocked to see my stepbrother coming towards our bedroom with a lot of expensive gifts. Maybe he did not know about my presence in our bedroom because he was confused after finding me over there. My wife was delighted to see all the gifts and began to thank him a lot. She was literally continuously showing her sense of gratitude towards him. She even offered him a cup of coffee as well and ignored me. Things were getting complicated day by day. She was becoming rude. I decided to get into the matter fully, but one day scenario changed when I reached home from office. My wife was already present at the home and was resting on her bed. I got anxious after seeing her in this condition. She seemed ill. On asking for me, I came to know that she's pregnant. I was really happy with the good news. I was very excited as I expected that after this baby arrival, our complications would also be removed. Doctor said that she's really weak inside and strictly suggested her to stay at home. One day, when I reached home from office with some chocolates and fruits for my wife, I was shocked to see my wife hugging my stepbrother. On seeing me, they were totally quiet. Then my wife began to say, "Your brother has given me an apartment as a gift of being mummy to be soon." My stepbrother said that he's highly excited for becoming uncle. I did not know whether my stepbrother was really so good with us or he had another scheme in his mind. My wife's attitude was getting worse with every next day. She was 2 months pregnant but still again joined the office. This time she joined another office as according to her previous workplace had been demolished. There was something wrong, so I started chasing her activities. I went to my wife's office in order to see her, but on asking from her co-workers, I came to know she came to office just for 2 hours daily. I was totally bewildered after hearing this. When my wife reached the home, I did not ask any question from her as I wanted to catch her red-handed. Next morning, when as usual my wife went to her office, I started following her car secretly. After waiting for about 2 hours outside of her office, I was shocked to see my wife coming outside with my stepbrother. I kept following them and finally reached at the hotel. My feet froze to see them entering together to the couple hotel. On keeping following them, I really got shocked after hearing their conversation. My stepbrother was kissing on my wife's womb and was in a conversation in front of my wife's womb like, "How's my baby? Your mommy take care of you, baby?" I, in a great shock, opened the door fully. They were shocked to see me as their lie had been revealed. My wife confessed that she found my stepbrother more attractive than me after getting interaction with my stepbrother. She further said that her feelings for me had been faded. Now she finds no spark in me. One thing that broke my heart fully was when she said that in her womb is my stepbrother's baby. She further said that she was about to take divorce, but my stepbrother did not want me to do her so. I found my stepbrother kinda embarrassed. I even came to know that day from my wife that all property actually belongs to my stepbrother and I had no part in it. I don't know who is actually guilty, but after hearing all this, I lost my mind for once. I wish it could be a nightmare. Literally, fate played such a heartbreaking game with me. Well, I divorced her as she obviously did not deserve me anymore, even though she was my childhood love, but the way she deceived me makes me hate her. I'll surely take a revenge and will share with you guys soon. Now, I am living a peaceful life in a separate apartment with one of my childhood friend. I really did not want any partner at the moment. I think being single is more good instead of having fake partners. Please never trust anyone. What would you do if you got the same situation?